Welcome, Aries. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your full moon in Aries reading occurring on the 6th of October. This is following a dramatic eclipse season, so an opportunity for us to reset in some regard or another. I have pulled a crystal oracle for you initially, beautiful pink rhodochrosite, and the keywords are self-acceptance. I fully accept myself and know that I am worthy of great things in life. This speaks to a characteristic ambition for many Aries, a way in which it often is disguised. This pursuit, this pioneering drive to experience the world can often mask what is this desire, this ambition to do something significant, to make an important contribution. Your overall energy for this reading is the Nine of Vessels, and this is the Nine of Cups in other decks. This is about the way that you are coming to experience fulfillment, contentment, even joy, happiness in your desire to achieve something on your own terms. Participate in the joy and celebration of the abundance that you have in your life. Underneath the deck, the Three of Wings, the Three of Swords, is about deeply understanding the way in which you have put others before you. This does not come from a sense of deliberately choosing powerlessness. This is coming from an alignment with or in resonance with the suffering of others. This is coming through as a particularly maternal influence for many of you. It may not have been a mother, it may have been a father, or it may have been another caretaker in your life. But there's some way in which you felt that pain and you did all that you could, perhaps as a young person, a child, to support that person, even when it discounted or discredited or invalidated who you were. And this was your need to care for them in a way that they were not able to care for you. Certainly, this reading is intended as a meditation on your challenges and opportunities during this full moon in Aries cycle. It is not intended to prescribe or demean you or foretell your future in any way. So I want to make that clear from the outset. I'm going to look at your present energies, the Five of Discs. This is the Five of Pentacles in your current energy. And this is really reiterating your desire to change the way you have been defined, even the way that you have seen yourself, defined yourself in some ways in resistance or in conformity with the way that others believe you were or should be. This is a tall order. And this is in part being somewhat opened up by a self-acceptance. Instead of using the terms, the definitions, or the responses and expectations of others, you are coming to a place of acknowledging your strengths, your gifts that have grown and developed over the years, so that you're not the person you were as a child. You're not the person that was new to the world of experience. You're someone who has identified what you do well and tried to develop that. Tried to improve upon the skills necessary to take a place that was desired by you. and you continue to rail against the lane that was socially prescribed to you. This is far beyond the influence of our families. This is your being part of a social culture that defined you by superficial qualities of who you were. So you are changing that. You're aware how deeply the change is rooted within you. You were born to challenge that, to create a new path, uh, to pioneer a new way of being in the world. In the past, the Eight of Wings, the Eight of Swords. This is the way in which numerous influences weigh upon you, even those influences that have come about through your own development, your own intellectual, rational growth. You're someone who explores new ideas, is open to other influences that feel aligned with your truth or your sense of justice. You are someone who considers the point of view of others in making decisions, who invites the information and research you believe is necessary to make a thoughtful and considered move. And during this time of the full moon, you are collecting up your best intelligence in order to take a step in a plan that is acknowledging who you are, giving you a voice. And it's a voice that ultimately, despite what you know, what you think you know, what you aspire to learn about, really comes from your deeper intuition, the information you already have, what you already know to be true. In the future, the Oracle of Discs is the Page of Pentacles. This is beautiful as your next step, your openness to doing things differently than you've done them in the past. This is the openness to learning about what's necessary to actualize your path, your vision, the next step necessary, understanding the tools, even if you're not always the one manipulating the tools, you realize in order to lead or inspire others, you must understand their basic functions. So this is a really nuts and bolts way of you moving into the future. And in many ways, your willingness to do this is deeply satisfying to some part of you that deeply needs to understand every aspect of your life in a way that gives you a sense of control over yourself. And this is key here. If this reading is resonating for you, Aries, please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I love it when you share your experience or my videos to others who may find them useful. Comments are always welcome and appreciated, so thank you in advance for your participation in the work that I do. I'm going to clarify the present card, the Five of Discs, the Five of Pentacles with the Star card, and the Sun card. Couldn't be more beautiful. Wow. You really are moving away from the sense that of having to struggle and strive to be who you truly are. Your acceptance is inspiring you to change that definition, even that definition of your own, even that sense of conformity about who you are. And there's something here that is encouraging to you to look to your own core values, your own inner sense of purpose and gratitude, appreciation. That's where you receive the attention that you are looking to gain. Something you're doing relies upon people noticing you, people listening to you, getting the attention of others. And that sense of attention comes when you are being your whole self, not your perfect self, your whole self. And it's interesting that this sense of self-development, self-inquiry, even self-study that has been a part of your sorting through the harvest of your experiences, separating out what serves you and what doesn't serve you, what needs to be considered, what can be rejected, has taken you through a very difficult period in your life. There's been some healing that you have consciously undergone that had seemed dark, dismal, perhaps damning in some way, fatal in some way, that you have come through this ability to sort through the information that you are given, the definitions that have been applied to you unwittingly that you do not conform to. In the past, the Eight of Wings, the Eight of Swords is clarified by the Page of Swords and the Two of Wands. So here you are clarifying your thoughts, your beliefs, your ideas with this sense of curiosity. There's lots of information out there. There is an overwhelm that can produce anxiety for you. But what leads you through that at this current time is your own personal curiosity, simply recognizing the limits of what you know and opening up to unexpected ideas, intuitional information, a sense that tells you the direction you need to move into. It seems to me that this is different from what you thought it was. As you stand in your power, in the knowledge of who you are, in your strength, you continue to kind of read the world, peruse the world for where your best energies are applied. Aware that it is your inspired action, movement, your alignment with truth, with your passion that is leading you forward, not necessarily the ideas about that. But again, this is confirmed that when you act out of a place of whole self, whole curiosity, based on the way that you've already challenged the norms in your life, then you are truly open to integrating who you are with what you are learning about. And there is a lot here that is being integrated through something that you practice, some new direction that you have moved into. In the future, the Oracle of Disc, the Page of Pentacles is clarified by the Three of Cups and the Tower. Interesting. I'm finding here that you are not finding your support and community always from those that have been there for you consistently. I believe that through your actions, through your openness to learning things about things anew, to new ways of doing things, you are supported phenomenally. But it's taking you into an unexpected direction. It is blasting open something far deeper than you imagined it would be, that it could. It's shaking you out of your idea of the way the world works. And it may have cracked open a door that is taking you into the direction that is in alignment with your higher vision. It's not a place you would comfortably go because you're fairly comfortable here. It's not that you haven't struggled. It isn't that you aren't working hard. It's that you have a sense of comfort around the steps needed to achieve what you want to achieve. But what you're finding is unexpected information, unexpected audience or collaborators, taking you in a new direction, perhaps a new geographic direction from your comfort zone. I'm going to finish up this reading with a soul's journey card, and I've picked loneliness. I know that I am never alone. I believe I'm receiving this information because you have felt solitary or solo in many ways. It doesn't mean that you are single. It doesn't mean that you don't have friends. You clearly have friends, support, and love around you. But you are on a path that you are leading yourself onto a path that feels so outside of the box, so outside of the norms of your community that you feel a sense of vulnerability, perhaps. You may even be bringing a sense of guilt or shame with you as you discover new truths, new aspects of your community that you were currently, presently, or previously unaware of. If you enjoy this content, Aries, please check out more content here. Sorry for the motorcycle. Thank you for your likes and subscribes, and until next time, namaste.